Hi parents and guardians, I am Si from NCS and I look after our 106 schools partnership right across Cheshire, Halton and the Wirral, and I'm here to tell you today about how your young person can have an absolutely amazing summer 2021. We're very conscious because of the pandemic that your children have suffered greatly. They've been stuck in the house, they've been so patient, they've had so much to contend with. Everyone's saying to them, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, no, you can't go to the cinema. We want to make this a summer where we say, no, we can get out there, we can mix with friends, we can go to new places, and NCS Summer 21 is the perfect way for your young person to come out of lockdown with a bang and a boom. So let me ask you this question, what has your young person got planned for this summer? What have you got planned for that matter? You've got a 10-week holiday for your young person, they've finished their GCSEs, they're all out the way. NCS only takes up 2 to 3 weeks of your time. So your young person can do a 2 or 3 week programme with NCS, mostly across July, a little bit into August, and you've still got another 8 or 9 weeks for them to go to a music festival or go on holiday or go and visit family around the country, around Europe, maybe around the world. I don't know what your plans are. But just a 2 or 3 week programme. We need you to get your young person organised, especially if they're going to go away with some of their friends. We need to make sure all the dates tie up and there's no clashes. We don't want anyone getting upset because they can't go on NCS this summer. It's a brilliant 4-week programme. I have been delivering youth development for over 20 years. I've seen every programme there is. NCS is the best by miles. It's split into 4 sections. We've got the activity week, it's a residential on the 3-week programme. The second week is an independence week where we upskill young people. The third week is social action like a volunteering project, and the 4th section is the celebration event where the young person gets a certificate off the Prime Minister and celebrates everything that they've done on NCS. So on the 3-week programme they do a 1-week residential. On the 2-week programme there is no residential multi-activity, it's just in the 3-week programme, let me be clear on that. Your young person is going to an amazing outdoor activity centre, one of the best I've ever seen. They have got everything. They're doing all kinds of activities from zip wiring, assault courses, bushcraft, water sports, team building, there's all kinds going on. They will be busy from early in the morning till late at night. We've got professional staff to teach them and coach them, and each NCS group is split into 15 young people where our NCS mentors look after them and guide them through their whole journey. So they've got mentors from NCS plus the professional staff doing the activities. We are going to gently push your young person to try new activities, face their fears, try stuff they've never done before. We won't force them, don't worry. We promise we won't force them, we'll be gentle with them, but we'll try and encourage them to do stuff they've never done. I am not going 40 foot up there on that zip wire. Why don't you try it? You never know. Come on, just come with me. Let's see, let's get up there with your mates. And slowly but surely young people trying new things, doing stuff they never dreamed of doing. I'm not going in that water, it looks freezing. You'd be surprised the kind of things they do on programme. Young people coming away saying, I've always had a fear of this, I never wanted to do that, high rope, stuff like that, trying new stuff and really surprising themselves on NCS. It really is an amazing experience. We feed them, we clothe them, we water them, they're warm, there's even electricity at the site. They're going to have a brilliant time. There's going to be hundreds of young people there. They're going to meet loads of new lads, loads of new girls, really inspiring staff. And in the evenings there's some downtime. They'll be able to maybe sit around a campfire and talk, roast the marshmallows, put them in the chocolate digesters like that's the law, isn't it? You have to do that when you're away camping in the forest. And talking to all these new friends that they made, talking about their future plans. A really exciting, unbelievable time. The second week is our Independence Week. This is where we upskill our young people. We give them the tricks and the tools, the cheat codes, the life hacks to get ahead in their young adult life and career. And so we help them with communication skills, social skills. We help them to have the confidence to walk into any interview feeling 10 feet tall, nailing that job interview, giving them the confidence to think about doing an apprenticeship or going to university. It's a brilliant week. We work with all kinds of businesses and organisations who come in, and experts will come in and coach and teach our young groups. The The third section is Do Good. This is our social action element where we encourage our young people at NCS to embrace the whole concept and ethos of volunteering. Now, me personally, I volunteered for 15 years at a youth programme. It's the best thing I ever did. Never got paid a penny. 15 years at a youth programme. It's where I learned to build on my presentation skills. They had the absolute time of my life. I can't recommend volunteering more highly to your young people. So they will get a blank page, they'll be in a small team of 6 and 7, and they can go out and they can work with any organisation or company, and it could be something in their friends and family network, it could be a charity close to the heart, it might be cancer research, it might be working with an animal trust, something like that, and then they can deliver a social action project, raising awareness for this charity or business. Just to give you one example, a small group of NCSs, they had an idea to put priority items, food items in Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's liked the idea so much in their local shop. It was down in Exeter, in the southwest. Sainsbury's liked it that much, they took the NCS idea and put it into all 1,400 stores. It went national, and as you can see from the slide, it was all over the papers, it was in the news, on the radio. Imagine a young person going to an interview, whether it's for a job or apprenticeship or uni, and talking about a national project, working with a major organisation, just from a simple idea they had on a youth development programme. Finally, we have a celebration. We meet up with all the NCS mates and staff. You should look at photos and videos and remember all the good times. You even get a certificate off the Prime Minister, and you put that in your certificate of achievements, and that's really cool to have as well. So why should your young person get involved in NCS this summer? There are so many benefits and outcomes that they can gain from NCS. Firstly, it's going to build their social and communication skills, build their confidence, and build their self-esteem. It's going to greatly enhance their employability, and coming out of lockdown, there's lots of employment issues. It's going to give your young person a great chance of nailing a job in the future. NCS is great for building positive mental health. It's absolutely brilliant for that. Young people coming back, different people when they get off the coach. Parents saying to us, I just cannot believe the change in my young person since they've done NCS. And there's a video at the end of this, my personal video, where you can hear about a parent talking about the benefits from their own experience. Also, NCS will help students secure a place at apprenticeship or university. Also, another benefit they will get as a grad, direct access to over 1,000 accredited IBM qualifications, a massive opportunity to work with IBM with a ton of different stuff. They will also receive a first aid certificate and a certificate from the Prime Minister, as I said before. Students can use NCS on the UCAS application forms. So when it's very competitive, trying to get into university, it's so important. UCAS actually tell students, if you've done NCS, include it in your UCAS application, and it will carry massive weight and leverage as they try and nail that really difficult place at university. They'll be getting involved in all kinds of activities. We bring local businesses in such as like Bentley, Network Rail, AstraZeneca and Airbus, working with massive organisations to help upskill your young people. They're going to be getting involved in social action projects. We partner with Chester Zoo, food banks, charity shops. There's so much going on. And as an NCS graduate, they've also got access to 50 external training courses and over 30 employees across the region. There are so many benefits to NCS. I could talk till the cows literally come home. There are so many benefits and outcomes, but we promise you your young person's going to have a ball. So how much does it cost, Si, to do this amazing NCS programme this summer? How much is it going to cost us? Well, it costs £1,500. So the DCMS, the government, want to pay £1,500 for your young person. All the staffing, the food, all the activities, the whole programme, the residential. It costs £1,500 to get your young person away. The most you will pay is £50. The best VFM, the best value for money you will probably ever get. And if you receive pupil premium, it goes down to £10. We don't want money to be a barrier to any young person doing NCS this year. Here are the dates that are available, and this is where it's a bit tricky. It's going to be a bit tricky this year because the places that we've got available have been greatly reduced because of the pandemic. But here are the dates, starting on the 5th of July and starting every Monday right across July and a little bit into August. You can do a 2 or a 3 week program, but it's going to be a first come, first served basis, and we anticipate, because of the reduced numbers, there's going to be very, very high demand, and we will sell out much quicker than we normally do. We sell out every year before the program starts. In early summer, we anticipate literally a few weeks these will be gone, so you'll have to be organised. The reason the places are going like hotcakes is because we only have 768 places across 106 schools. That's roughly 7 places per school. For example, one of our massive NCS schools, Whittle Grammar Girls, they send 70 to 100 girls every year. If they do that, there's a seventh of all the places gone. There's a massive demand, especially from the big NCS schools. So if you want your child to go on this and receive all these NCS benefits, you need to get organised and secure the place as quick as you can. I'm going to show you a short 1-minute video. This is footage we've taken from right across the country from a variety of NCS activities and providers. We just want you to have a look at this, and this is what your young person could be getting up to this summer. So there are a few different ways that you can sign up for NCS. The best way to sign up is to answer your phone call that you receive after your child's assembly presentation in school. Our NCS team will ring you within 48 to 72 hours. Please put the 0161 number in, that's coming up on the screen now. Put that into your phone so you know it's the NCS. As a parent, I've got 5 kids, 5 children, a wife and a dog. How I got through lockdown with my 5 children, I still don't know, but I'm here to tell the tale. Now, I don't like receiving junk calls and spam calls, so what we're telling the children, and we've done a separate video for your children in school, we've told them, get your parents' phone with their permission and put the NCS 0161 number into the phone. So when our phone team ring you, it says NCS, you know it's not a junk call. My 16-year-old wanted to do NCS last year, and the NCS rang me, and it took me a few minutes to establish it wasn't a spam call, it was actually the NCS who wanted my son to do the NCS programme last year. They couldn't do it because of COVID. They're hoping to do it this year. So, you know, I understand as a parent, I hate the junk calls, and we want to get rid of that problem. So please make sure you put it in your phone. Look out for that call. It's coming 48 to 72 hours after our NCS presentation. Answer that call and secure your child's place. If you don't get a call for whatever reason, and we're talking about thousands of young people's NCS programs here, we've got a ton of data. If for some technical reason we don't make that call, you don't get it, or you miss it for any reason, please ring the 0800, the free number, the 0800 number, again, which will come up on the screen. If you don't want to do it on the phone, you can go to our national website, it's wearencs.com, and you can sign up online really easily. Now, after this video is finished, we've got a short parent video which talks to a parent about the difference that NCS made in their child's life. So if you've got time, it's only a short video, watch it, and you will be amazed at how NCS has turned a young person's life completely around them and amazed the parents. But on behalf of everyone from NCS, I wish you a brilliant summer. I hope it's safe, and I do hope you're able to get your child an NCS Summer 2021.
Nathan was best described as a very, very shy, introvert child. Came home from school with a form, wanted to know if he could go on the NCS course in the summer. Couldn't believe that he actually wanted to do it. Him and his friend were signing up for it, so had a look at it, thought it was great, signed up, paid the money, and when the time came, it turned out his friend that he'd signed up with can't be there for the first week. So he's on his own. So I take him to meet the coach. And to describe Nath, he kind of is a head down, shuffle, don't look at me, don't draw attention to me sort of a person. Has had a lot of problem with people picking on him. I think mainly because he can't really understand, or from a young age, can't understand why other people weren't very nice. So we get to the coach, there's nobody he knows, and looks like he doesn't want to be there. Put him on the coach, looks like he's been kidnapped. And obviously he's going to an outward bound, so I managed to get a very quick conversation with him later on the phone, but after that there's not really any contact. And as a parent, you spend the week kind of worrying. He's not really got any friends there, people from different areas. He's very awkward socially if he doesn't know them. So when I go to pick him up, your brain's kind of thinking the worst. He's gonna, there's gonna be hatred for you for making him go. And genuinely, when I saw the coach door open, this is gonna sound very over dramatic, but when he steps on the coach with 5 or 6 people laughing and joking, and to see, he actually looked like he'd grown physically in height, because he never ever walked with his head up or his shoulders back, and he steps off the coach, taking the mick out of the team leaders and the other people that were there, and it looked like a different human being. I couldn't actually recognise him at first, and it's going to sound daft, but you kind of stop for a minute and to think that in the grand scheme of things, for £50, it's actually changed my child's life. And it was, it's a big statement to make, but when you see him interact with people in a different way, you see the way they are around him, and he's kind of a social hub all of a sudden, and he's got all these new friends, and he comes bounding over to me, and even the way he speaks to me, different level of confidence, different tone in the voice, and it's kind of amazing, because it's an outward bound week, and you think, well, how much can be achieved? So long story short, we go home, and he can't tell me enough about it. He's 100 miles an hour. He's met all these new friends. They're going to meet up. They're going to do all these wild and wonderful things. Brilliant. He's never gone out and done anything.